Why does Australia need another boat brand, you may ask? It hauls ass. It doesn't feel like a tinny. My name is Samson Rodway. I've grown up in the marine industry. My dad owns Good Times Marine, and so I've always been around boats. The history of Oceanworx is probably the history of my entire life. I couldn't tell you when the first boat I started drawing was. I started drawing just in sketches, like when I was just an early teenager, and then I got CAD and started to make some designs on there and learned how to use it, and sort of went from there. It's not a tinny in any way. It doesn't perform like a tinny. It doesn't feel like a tinny to sit in. Like when you sit in that interior, the way it's all put together to work to fish out of, and when you're riding through swell, it cuts straight through. The hull's insanely efficient. It's like 3.4 kilometers per litre with the 90 Merc on the back.
There's no extrusions. If you look at most plate boats, they've got extrusions where the sheets are coming in and butting in to hold the boat together. The way this boat's constructed, everything's butt joined. We don't have any extrusions. So when the boat's going through the water, going into a turn, coming over swell, behaving in the way that you're going to do when you're driving the boat hard, there's nothing external in that hull that's going to make the hull hook up or misbehave. Everything the boat does is exactly what you're expecting it to do. It's a very true performance. It's just an absolute pure driving delight.
We built this hull with a very sharp entry point, 44-degree entry point at the bow, and then down to 15 degrees at the transom, which gives it extra stability. No running strakes on the hull. It's not heavy enough to need running strakes. They will just create extra drag. In some cases, if you don't do it right, especially in an aluminium boat on a following seat, it can cause broaching issues with the way you form the sheet up. And also chine height floor. The floor's fully welded into the chine, which locks up the whole boat for strength-wise.
A lot of Australian guys will go, oh, this boat doesn't look deep enough, it's got no freeboard, how could this go offshore? But that design feature of running the ultra-low floor and having that bedding into the reverse chines, it makes so much a difference when you're at rest, because you're not standing up like this far above your water surface, you're pretty much standing underneath the water surface, aren't you?
It's a very capable boat offshore. It's got the freeboard on the inside is 640mm at midship, which rates up with the shear line as you go towards the bow. The shear line's not just there for looks, it's also there to, first of all, give more height in the side sheet for when you're punching through waves, to stop waves coming over the bow. It makes it a drier ride. And then also to give more freeboard when you're up on the casting deck. So when you're out offshore chasing pelagics, you can put your feet under the side pockets and then lock your knees in and stay up there and stand steady and get the pelagics. As far as customization is concerned, we can do quite a bit. Internal layout, we can move stuff around for you and add things and subtract things and make sure the boat fits exactly what you need. Why does Australia need another boat brand, you may ask? Well, they're not just another boat brand, they're not just another aluminium boat brand. They're very special in the way they perform and their looks, and I'm a bit of a perfectionist. Like if I do something, I want it to be absolute best, as close to perfect as we can get. I want to create a boat that every time you open the garage door and look at it, you feel excited, and every time you hook it up and put it in the water, you're like,
let's go.
Yeah.
Every single person, when they go for a drive in these boats, they come out and go, I've never driven anything like this.
It's punches straight through. The big reverse chines that run all the way to the bow keep the spray down, as well as the flare in the bow. The angle of the bow and the shear line helps cut and spray all the water out.
Once we created the boat, we realised we're targeting a premium end of the market. This is a customer who understands quality. The price is not really the issue. The experience is the point that they're trying to gain. They want that on-water experience to be memorable, life short, and it's like, this is what I need to achieve, and we want Oceanworx's culture and ethos to be how we're going to achieve it.
Yeah, I mean, Oceanworx is for the love of the ocean. That's why we're releasing Squadron which is more entry-level price point. Still, all the amazing features that this thing has on the interior especially, but built in a way that makes it more accessible to anyone that wants to buy one.
When you're buying an Oceanworx, it's going to be a very personable experience. You're going to be dealing with us direct, which means you're dealing with a manufacturer, which means you can't get any closer to the coalface of what you're going to get. It's not going to be along those lines where you just walk into a dealership and there's a whole line of them and you just grab one and go. This is something where it should be one of your life goals. I've always wanted to own a boat like this, and we work together and we get you that goal.
Should we be showing these? John Haynes will get mad at me.